Well, hello again, sports fans, and welcome back to Greyhound football here on Cable 15 TV, Facebook Live, and on YouTube at Newport Cable 15 TV. In the booth here with me tonight's Kevin Pierce, KP. Hayden Schultz will be the play-by-play guy. Anthony May doing all the producing and directing, and Josh Nation will be doing the camera work. David Black going to be doing some sideline reporting maybe. And Brian Underwood is the stat man. So we're all in the booth here, excited to be at Trumann tonight. The Hounds will play the Trumann Wildcats. Just wanted to remind everybody here before we get started that George Kell Motor Company is your authorized Chevrolet GMC dealer. You can give them a call at 870-523-2792 or check out all their inventory online at georgekellmotors.com. Also, Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family, providing care and comfort in your family's time of need. Arkansas Steel Associates has been a community-minded leader in Jackson County, including supporting the Greyhounds for many, many years. Arkansas Steel gives back thousands of dollars to support our community programs. We salute Arkansas Steel for their community support as they salute the Newport Greyhounds. Also, White River Health. They have a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on service available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. KP, Hayden, got a ball game on our hands tonight here. What do we expect to see?
You know, Newport coming in here on the road to their last final non-conference game. Guys, I feel like we kind of need to find our identity. I feel like penalties, fumbles, you know, all the mistakes have kind of added up these past few weeks. But I feel like tonight's the night. We need to put it all together, have a clean game, come out tonight with a win, and head into our more important section of the season, getting that conference play.
Absolutely, Kevin. And, you know, coming into the season, you know, when you lose so many seniors and things like that, kind of was expected as far as a young group, going to move some guys up. We're going to have a couple ninth graders that are moving up tonight. Destin Jackson's going to be moving up along with Boosie Hardaway. So you're going to see some young guys still out there. And like Kevin said, finding our identity. I mean, we got to clean it up on the offensive line. Too many false starts, too many, you know, penalties before we get things going. And I think that we will tonight, you know, coming in, looking at that non-conference schedule. If you can get out of there 2-2, I think that's a good win out of the four teams that we play. It's a very winnable game here tonight, and the Hounds, you know, edged past them last year when we played them. It was a good football game. Truman's going to be physical up front. I think we're going to have to match their physicality up front. And obviously, I think the Hounds on the offensive end got to get the ground going early and set up some play action, some deep balls. I'd love to see either Reynolds or Denton throwing the football. And I liked when we put Reynolds in and he ran the football. I think we caught Stuttgart on surprise. You know, when we switch those guys out, you think Reynolds comes in just to throw the football. So I expect a little bit of the same thing, but maybe air it out a little bit more downfield.
First Community Bank of Newport sponsors every kickoff. Greenway Equipment Company brings you the Greyhound first downs. Bratcher Real Estate brings you every Greyhound touchdown. Merchants and Planters Bank will bring you the first half recap. George Kell Ford presents a quick wrap-up after the game. Fathead Pizza brings us the big hit of the week. John Minor Crop Insurance and Real Estate brings you the Mr. John Minor Senior Hustle Player of the Game. Unity Health Newport brings you the Player of the Game. And the Subway inside the Newport Walmart, the Sampson family, will bring you the Coach Brian Reardon Report. Also, Robert Turner Financial Advisor brings you the Greyhound highlights each and every Tuesday night on Cable 15 TV.
And now the captains for your Trumann Wildcats.
Captains are at the center of the field.
Yeah, Malik Robinson in the middle here, along with B.J. Elston, Cruz Gomez, and LeBryant Brown. We'll try to wait here and see if Hounds can win yet another coin flip. Do the Hounds change it up tonight if they do and try to go offense first?
Not a terrible idea, I don't think. You know, get the ball, score first, maybe put Trumann back on their heels. But I don't know. You got that defensive coordinator as head coach. They usually want to kick it off to start it. So
hey, either way, Kevin, I like when you come out there and you elect to go defense and you get a stop and then you go score. But I also like you said, when we get a chance to go score first. So either way is fine with me. It looks like the Hounds have won the toss and deferred to the second half. So we're going to see that defense yet again to start this football game. Expect some different guys in different spots here tonight. I think the Hounds are going to get after it.
Yeah, I think so too. This is a Trumann team that's kind of trying to find their own as well. And You know, a lot of people are expecting a good game, but I'm kind of hoping these Hounds, if we're able to put it together, have that clean game. You know, it should be a 2-touchdown, maybe 3-touchdown game, but Trumann's strength is their defense. So if Newport can't come out and get that stop and get on the board first, it'd be huge here tonight.
Absolutely. El Puente Mexican Restaurant, best Mexican food in the world. You can dine in or call your order in and drive through. Lunch specials daily with excellent service. Diaz Scrap Metal Recycling Center, located at 3924 Highway 367 North. We buy cars, iron, copper, brass, steel, stainless, electric motors, and much, much more. Give us a call, 870-523-3858 for more information. Eye Care RX Pharmacy, located at 1117 McLean Street in Newport. Locally owned, locally loved, Eric and Katrina Schaffner. Eye Care offers a full-service pharmacy, including specialty compounds, a large selection of over-the-counter medications, vitamins, and supplies with free delivery. Let us help you be well at Eye Care RX Pharmacy. Also, Judge Henry Boyce, class of 1982, supporting the Newport Greyhounds. If you have any bone and joint needs, call or visit White River Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicines. Providers include Dr. Allen, Dr. Angel, Dr. Carpenter, and Dr. Greer. Also, APRNs Chad Grady and Josh McIntosh. Appointments are being made in Batesville and Newport. For more info, visit batesvillebones.org or give them a call, 870-793-2371.
Yeah, just looking at the Jumbotron that Trumann's got here. Nice facility. It's not the same Trumann field that I played on, Ben. I don't know if you remember playing at the old one in the middle of the town. They've upgraded here for sure.
Absolutely. Multi-million-dollar facilities here. Got a new, what I would assume is an indoor football facility. Looks like the weight room with the balcony off the top. Very, very nice stadium here in Trumann, Arkansas.
Well, I don't know if Josh can get it, but, I mean, the indoor is where the players will come out. They've got a balcony. I see a coach up there. So he doesn't even have to sit in the booth. He's over there by himself in the indoor. I mean, it's a beautiful place here in Trumann.
It's, yeah, nice. The turf. I'm impressed with the Jumbotron. I can't get my eyes off of it. They got the, you know, the hype videos playing here before the game, and good atmosphere at Trumann. Give them kudos.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about Trumann. You know, they've played a Hoxie team and I think held them to 12, ended up losing that ball game 12-6, maybe 12-7, or 12-6. So, I mean, anytime you play Hoxie like that, don't let those guys who are typically, you know, an offensive team. I know they've had some struggles as of late. But, I mean, this team, like Kevin said, can play some defense. So I think the Hounds are going to have to come out, shut them down early and often, and get the ball in the end zone. That's where the Hounds have struggled, is getting in the end zone, finishing drives.
Yeah, Hayden, you telling me that they held Hoxie to 12 points kind of worries me, because you're right. Hoxie typically puts up a lot of points, but Trumann's going to bring a defense out of these Hounds, but I feel like our strength is our offense, the speed and the weapons. I think it's going to be a good one.
Ought to be a great football game here tonight, as you see the beautiful sunset across the way. We're just about ready to play ball. Want to remind you that this first kickoff is brought to you by First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first. Located at 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. You can give them a call, 870-201-6202. Online banking done right at First Community Bank.
Very neat. Very neat, those guys coming out. Got a good PA guy. I mean, this is exciting. This is what high school football's about.
Yeah, I love the atmosphere. Great atmosphere for high school football, Hayden.
Hounds look a little different in the kicking game. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Destin Jackson moved up, a 9th grader that does a lot of kicking and has, for the junior high team for a couple years, a guy that's got the ability to kick it in the end zone.
Yeah, and I've got to watch Pawpaw Destin Jackson kick for a few years for junior high. And, guys, when he gets a hold of it, he can put it out of the end zone. So we may see something you don't typically see out of Newport Greyhound football is touchbacks, but Destin has that capability.
Well, it doesn't look like Trumann got the hint that we did move him up, because the deepest guy is standing at the 20-yard line, and he's very capable of kicking it in the end zone.
Good time for an onside right here, guys.
And again, First Community Bank brings you each and every kickoff, and we are underway. Hayden Schultz.
Kick goes inside the 20-yard line and finally going to be picked up. This tries to make a guy miss, and the Hounds are there on the swarm to bring him back down. around the 14-yard line. Good pursuit there for the Hound kickoff team.
It looked like Day Braxton. He was the first one on the scene, able to wrap the kickoff returner up and bring him down. Great job of that kickoff team for the Newport Greyhounds.
Also Malik Robinson there to help get us some good field position there to start the ball game. This is how you want to start it, guys, right here deep inside their own territory.
Hounds have made a couple of switches. We talked about earlier. Braxton looks like he'll go to a safety with Money Wren, and looks like Pootie's going to go to corner. Here's the snap on two-back, trying to get outside, and a big hole here for Trumann to start early, and a big, big run as he's finally going to be pushed out of bounds over midfield to the 41-yard line. Trumann just had the numbers there.
Wow. This Trumann team's fired up, guys. You can see it. And what they did, this went off tackle to the right, got the seal. I thought there might have been a hold there on that right side, but anyway, wasn't called. And big game by Trumann. Newport needs to respond here.
Yeah, Trumann flips the field quickly there with one play. George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet GMC dealer. Give them a call, 870-523-2792.
Yeah, two-back set with trips to the bottom, so looks like they might try to go offset again. Quarterback calls his own number, and he's hitting the backfield there by Malik. It's going to be a loss of about 3, but we do have a flag.
Hopefully it's going to be holding here on Trumann, but
it was in the area of holding, so that's what it is. Holding against the Wildcats. For Safe Banking, Merchants and Planners Bank has offices in several locations in Northeast and North Central Arkansas, including 2 locations right here in Newport. We have the latest technologies in the banking industry while still providing hometown care and service. That's M&P Bank.
10-yard penalty.
Also offer residential and commercial mortgage lending. Give those guys a call, 870-523-3601.
Now 1st and 20 from Trumann's 49-yard line. Staying in the same set here. So we'll try to get that D-line named momentarily here. Yeah, if 2 guys are on the line of scrimmage, that guy backs off there. Offsides played, the Hounds do fall forward. Give me a good time to talk about that defense line. Tyler Ridley, obviously one of the Hound leaders on that D-line. Big Boosie Hardaway, a 9th grader that moved up, going to play the nose guard position. It looks like Zylan Ross at a defensive end. And a timeout here for the Hounds early.
John Miner Crop Insurance and Real Estate brings you the Mr. John Miner Senior Hustle Player of the Game. We're located at 2715 Stegall Road, and our phone number is 870-523-8900. Anna Miner Ronnie and John Miner III are representing 5 generations of the Miner Company. Newport Economic Development Commission, located at 201 Hazel Street in Newport. You can find links to NEDC, Newport Area Chamber of Commerce, City of Newport, and Jackson County at www.newportarcity.org to find out about jobs and business opportunities. John Chadwell, Julie Allen, Crystal Taylor, and Courtney Baker are working for you. Proud past and bright future at the NEDC. It's almost Monday, and that means it's family night at your favorite DQ in Batesville. Come by for supper. Kids get free kids meal with each purchase of an adult combo meal and chicken strip basket. Also try our Blizzard of the Month and any of our delicious treats. See you soon at the DQ Grill and Chill in Batesville.
Can I get a kid's meal and an adult meal, Ben?
Well, Hayden, you could probably take Max.
Do they check ID?
1st and 15. Looked like they had 2 guys on this side. Quarterback calls his own number. Tripped up there by Wren at the 38-yard line. So now back second at about 7.
Yeah, he's past these 3 weeks of Newport defense running typically a 3 front. Tonight they're showing a 4 front, and that kind of opens the outside a little bit more, and especially with the trips to one side, and that's why the Trumann quarterback is able to sneak through for a few yards.
Well, I think Trumann's going to be similar to us as far as they want to run the football. I think the Hounds have got to stack the box as they throw it out wide here, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds and wait for the official mark at the 35-yard line. So now a 3rd down and 4. And we'll see at the bottom of the screen they've got those 2 receivers on the line of scrimmage. The guy on the inside is going to be ineligible. Hounds got to recognize that.
3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats.
Unless they're both off of the line, and then the tackle would be eligible.
That is correct. Tackle's eligible on the top of the screen right now. As Jay Grady checks in the ball game, throwing some meat out there. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. And a big, big hole there as he's going to be pushed inside the 20-yard line, and they finally mark him at the 15.
Yeah, straight power there for the Trumann Wildcats on that right side. 31 personnel. That's 3 running backs, 1 tight end. They're saying, we're coming at you. Stop us.
Good for another Wildcat.
Looks like they're going to stay in it, Kevin. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep again. He's finally going to be brought down at the 10-yard line. Gain of 5 here.
Yeah, and I think they may keep running until we stop them. They had 7, 8 yards on the previous play and then 5 there. So,
well, as the saying goes, Kevin, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Right then, as far as the D-line, I mean, you know where they're coming. They're not trying to do anything pretty. You just got to bow your back and say you're not getting in the hole. They do it again. Now quarterback trying to go outside as he was initially met. And now at the goal line, and we're going to wait for a signal. Touchdown, Trumann.
Wildcat strike first here. 9:41 to go.
Yeah, I thought Newport got in the backfield, had the quarterback, just not able to get his arms around the legs and bring him down. And Trumann quarterback just fought hard, turned his legs, and got into the end zone.
Yeah, all effort there on behalf of the quarterback from Trumann.
Yeah, guys, 6 plays, 85 yards there for Trumann to cap off a touchdown. And anytime you got to go more than 80 to score, you earned every bit of it. I mean, shows that had all of it on the ground. Extra point is up and good. Trumann leads 7-0.
As a reminder, Cable 15 TV, Facebook Live, Sports Unleashed airs each and every Monday night at 6 p.m. For the latest on Greyhounds and much, much more, join Hayden Schultz, Ben Black, Josh Nation, and David Black. Merchants and Planters Bank brings us the first half recap, followed by White River Health halftime report. George Kill Ford presents a quick wrap-up after the game. Fathead Pizza, as always, brings you the big hit of the week. John Minor Crop Insurance and Real Estate brings you the Mr. John Minor Senior Hustle Player of the Game. Unity Health Newport brings you the Player of the Game. The Subway inside the Newport Walmart, the Sampson family, brings you the Coach Brian Rudin Report. And Robert Turner, Financial Advisor, brings you the Greyhound Highlights each and every Tuesday night on Cable 15 TV. This will be a First Community Bank of Newport kickoff where community comes first. 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Online banking done right.
Trumann tees it up here, and it looks like they're going to go poach kick this side. Might even be an onside kick. It is a pooch kick. Hounds, we're going to call the fair catch at the 30-yard line. As Wren's the one that caught it, he's not the one that called the fair catch.
Yeah, I guess if you call a fair catch, it don't matter who catches it.
That is correct.
That might be a good little.
Or you could do like the Hogs did against, who was that last year? That maybe 2 years ago, where they acted like they were going to call fair catch, and everybody ran off the field, North Texas, and the kid took it to the house.
I remember that well. Straight to the heart. Yeah.
You can laugh about
year.
You can laugh about it now.
That's a Chad Moore season, I believe.
Denton has to come off. I'm not sure what's the reasoning there is. Reynolds checks in. Looks like maybe knee pad's not covering your knees or something. Here's the snap. Give to Malik up the middle. Malik fights forward. Give him maybe 3 on the play.
Hound O-line pushing folks around there.
Exactly. They saw Trumann go that power game for most of their offensive possession and said, hey, we can come right back at you. Good first play there for the Hounds.
Down at the 33-yard line, 2nd down and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 here from the 33. Here's the snap. Quick throw out to Wren. Incomplete. And brings up now a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, just another way that Newport Greyhounds trying to get the ball to the outside, get it to one of their playmakers. Good throw there by Reynolds. Just hits money in the chest, falls out. But Newport just trying to get to the edge, get it to their guy, and make a big play.
Denton checks in the game back at quarterback now here on 3rd down and 7. Grady and Ross in motion here. Here's the snap, just quarterback keep that way. Power football with Denton as Denton's going to fight, and he'll be close to the chains. They look like they mark him at the 40. Should be enough to move the chains.
Jonathan Vasquez.
And it is a Greenway Equipment Company 1st down.
Several other Wildcats run him out of bounds. Ball marked at the 40-yard line of Newport. Could be 1st down and 10.
Now 1st and 10 here for the Hounds. Here's the snap and a fake counter, and Denton read it well as he's hit at the 46-yard line, a gain of about 6.
Good read there by Denton. He had it in the belly of his running back, and he had the choice to keep it there and pull it, and he pulls it, gets a big gain.
That's been the Hounds' kind of go-to as far as getting Denton the football and letting him run it.
Efren Garcia on the tackle.
Very elusive.
Yeah, all 11 guys are with inside 8 yards here for Trumann. Here's the snap. Give is to Malik. Malik fights forward, maybe one on the play.
Yeah, hey, now I'm kind of thinking the way you are. Newport's eventually, at some point, may not need to in this first quarter, throw a couple downfield, spread the defense out, but they're just going to creep in. Maybe that's offensive coordinator Tim Brandon's plan here. Hey, suck them in and let's hit them deep. But eventually, I like to see Newport's offense spread out a little bit.
3rd down and 3 from the 47-yard line for Newport.
3rd down and a long 3 here for the Hounds. Ball on the 47. Here's the snap. Fake. Denton calls his own number, and it's going to be a loss. Back to the 44-yard line, and Trumann had that read very well. And we'll see if we try to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, if Trumann's smart, they probably have someone spying on Pooty for the entire time. Wherever he goes, I'm going. It looks like number 35 down there for Trumann may be that guy. He knew Pooty was going to keep it and ran in and made the tackle.
Marquis Collins looks to punt here for the Hounds. Good snap there by Carson Austin. A good punt there by Collins. And now setting up a return here for Trumann. And a going to be good field position for him as Carson Austin's there to bring him down along with Antonio Ross. And they're going to mark him at the 42.
Yeah, good punt with Collins. We just didn't have our gunners downfield to keep him inside, and Trumann was able to get good field position.
White River Area Agency on Aging at 1200 Highway 367 North in Newport. Looking to hire aides, we offer great benefits, providing services including in-home care, meals and nutrition programs, social and recreational programs, wellness programs such as exercise classes, and transportation services for seniors. Call 870-523-4982 for more information on White River Area Agency on Aging.
Now looks like Trumann just flips it here. He goes trips to the top and hand off trying to get outside. And he's got the edge on us, and he's going to pick up 10 there on it.
And guys, it's just it's a simple game plan here for Trumann. They're just trying to get more guys on one side of the field than we do. And right now they've been able to do that and move the ball easily.
Taken out of bounds at the 48-yard
They're going to mark it at the 48, another 1st down here.
For another Wildcat.
So here's the snap, and try to keep it up the middle, and breaks a tackle, and has got numbers and makes a guy miss. He's now inside the 30 and puts his head down inside the 25-yard line, mark him at the 21. Guys, it doesn't look good here early. It's been all Trumann running the football.
Yeah, what's tough about that is we had him stopped, and just great play there by the quarterback, Jake Osment. He kept moving. He did not quit, and that's everything I've heard about this Trumann team. They've struggled, but they're fearless. They're going to come at you.
Timeout, Newport.
C&M Ag Depot at 2900 Highway 367 North in Newport. We offer a wide variety of hunting supplies, Carhartt clothing, lacrosse boots, Milwaukee and DeWalt power tools. Before you shop out of town, check out our inventory at C&M Ag Depot or give us a call at 870-523-6766. Fathead Pizza, that's one word, it's all caps. Great pizza, fresh hot sandwiches, and the salad supreme that's second to none. Come watch Greyhound football games live from Fathead Pizza or call your order in at 201-1313. Local guys supporting the Newport Greyhounds. That's Joey and Marcus Hembry at Fathead Pizza. George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet Chevrolet GMC dealer. 870-523-2792. Check out all their inventory online at georgekellmotors.com. Be sure to watch the auto show on Facebook at Cable 15 TV. It's George Kell Motors, 3808 Van Dyke Road, exit 85 in Newport.
Hounds need a turnover or a big stop here. We finally adjust here. Both guys go on the line of scrimmage. We don't have to guard the middle guy. First and 10. Snap, they throw it out wide. And they're going to call it incomplete. And played well there by the Hounds.
Very well played there by Money Wren. Gets there, gets right to the receiver, rides the ball, get there. You'd like to maybe read it a tidbit early. Maybe he could have picked that off, took it to the house, but great play there by Wren.
Well, I think he's in the clubhouse for a Fathead Pizza hit of the week.
Right.
Now second and 10. Here's the snap, ball on the ground. Looks like Trumann gets back on it, and they get a gain down to the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, now third down and 7.
Yeah, it could have been a big break there by the Newport defense if they could have gotten that fumble. But all Trumann on the ground here in the first quarter. Still 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. I think they're over 125 rushing yards.
Here's the snap, trying to get outside. And great job there by Destin Jackson. They're going to say that he was down as Destin comes up with the football. Now brings up fourth down from the 16. So 4th and 5. Does Trumann have enough leg to go for a field goal? Or?
Well, Tyler Ridley on that play, he tackled his guy that was trying to block him and the ball carrier. Just, that guy he's a beast, Hayden.
Looks like Trumann's going to go.
I would expect the quarterback to carry the football here, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, from what I've seen, that may be the guy to go to.
Might be 3 wide here. Offsides play, Hounds don't fall. And a timeout here for Trumann.
Timeout, Trumann.
Give me time to tell you about Two Chicks Florist and More, gift shop and garden center at 1014 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Stop in and see all the fine gifts and fall decor. Check us out at twochicksflorist.com or call 870-523-3514. M&P Insurance Services, Hayden, is dedicated to being your one-stop shop for all things insurance. Our local agents work with numerous insurance companies to be able to provide you with the absolute best coverage at rates that meet your budget. Let us provide you and your family with affordable auto, home, life, and health insurance. You can give us a call at 870-523-6771 or come see us at the corner of Front and Laurel Streets in Newport. Ben Black's custom lawn care and irrigation service, including mowing and bush hogging, along with residential and commercial cleanup. We will clean up and haul off anything. We offer irrigation and sprinkler maintenance, repair, or new installations. Also, Ben Black's dirt and gravel services, including hauling and spreading dirt and gravel. We can upgrade your gravel driveway or put you in a new one. Give me a call, 870-512-8429. I'd love to help you out.
On 4th and 5 from the 16. This is kind of what the Hounds need here. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it's caught, and a touchdown there for Trumann.
Wow.
Underthrows his guy, comes back and catches in the end zone.
Not terribly played by the Hounds. I thought it was played decent there, and I would have never guessed they'd have thrown the ball there. As much success they've had running the football here in the first quarter, give them kudos on mixing up, making the play they needed to make.
Extra point up and good. Trumann leads here 14-0 with 4:51 to go.
Norman and Baker Pharmacy at 2200 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Mary Davis and crew makes filling your prescriptions convenient by using our drive-through window. We also file insurance and medical drug reports. You get true quality service from friendly, caring professionals at Norman and Baker Pharmacy. IMAD is offering another community service called IMAD Graphics, specializing in custom screen printing for all your T-shirt needs. We offer caps, tumblers, license plates, buttons, decals, and much more. On-site graphic specialists at 412 Calhoun Street here in Newport. Greyhounds for life, Phillip Brown and Alton Walker. Let us help set you apart by calling 870-503-4275 for all your graphic design needs. And we have another First Community of Bank Newport kickoff, brought to you by First Community Bank. Located at 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Give them a call, 870-201-6202. Online banking done right at First Community Bank.
And a high kick here. Wren fields it, now setting up the return, going back the other way. And Wren on some open grass, and it's going to be across midfield, but we do have a flag.
Number 2, Amani Wren on the run.
And the Hound fans aren't happy with that one, and shouldn't be.
I don't like the call, guys, but it is what it is.
Called holding.
That's tough. I feel like it probably happened behind the play. But,
I guess he had the palm up there. I thought it was holding when he did here. He did here. We got a good view here, but we are a little far away. Might have to go see Gavin McDowell's customized vision.
Get you some contacts. Guarantee it, he will not charge you a dime until he gets it right.
Well, he's got his hands full when I go in there, I assure you. Come on, Hounds, let's go.
Got to have some positives here, guys.
1st and 10 from the 25. Here's the snap. Denton calls his own number. And 4 guys there for Trumann to make the tackle. Give him 2 on the play.
Yeah, this power run off the left guard there by Pooty. You're hoping he once he gets to the line, he's going to break it open. And Trumann just closed it in. Still able to get a good push, get Newport some positive yards.
8 and 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7. At the Newport 28.
I get 2nd and 7, give him 3. From the 28. And everybody's within 8 yards of the football. Here's a snap. Denton looks to throw. Throws quick fire out there to Wren. Wren's got a Greenway Equipment Company first down and a little bit more as he's brought down around the 39-yard line.
I like it. They're laying off Wren over that right side. We just throw it underneath, let Wren make the big play, and 9 times out of 10, he's breaking that for a big one. But Trumann, what's your defense? They all 11 of them will go to the ball.
Visiting with Ken Black before we got on the air. Of course, he's at Trumann now. And he was talking about their defense, said they just hustle after the football, said, you know, they get after folks and don't quit. We've seen that.
Yep.
Now on 1st and 10, the snap give is to Malik. As Malik going to be brought down around the 43-yard line.
Malik Robinson on the carry for Newport.
Yeah, had a good lead block there by your left guard Carson Austin to get him to the edge, but once again the Trumann defense just swarming. They close it in quickly, but still positive game by the Newport offense. I think they're finding some momentum here and then going to push it down the field.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 now. Hounds go empty. Here's the snap, a jet sweep to Marquis Collins. Getting outside, Marquis going to get 1 on the play to bring up now 3rd down and 5.
That's a little touch pass off the shotgun there to Collins. I like it. I like a different way to try to get to the edge. But I feel like that's Trumann's defensive strength is just going to each side of the field, flying to the ball. It's just not 1 or 2 of them. It's usually 8 or 11 getting to the ball quickly. Newport may have more success here, maybe early on in between the tackles.
Now on 3rd down here. Here's the snap. Denton calls his own number in between the tackles, KP. He gets over midfield into Trumann territory, and that's another Greenway Equipment Company 1st down.
Great fake there, and I believe that was Malik Robinson. He put the ball in and pulled it out, and he made a great fake, pulled Trumann defense to that side, allowing Pooty to find that gap and pick up a big 1st down for our Newport Greyhounds.
Yeah, you don't need a lot there. You just need just a second. And that's exactly what happened there when Robinson carried out the fake there. It just draws those guys where they have to freeze for a second. It gives Pooty enough room to get the 1st down.
Here's a snap. Denton going to throw on 1st down. Throws it out wide. And it's picked off by Trumann.
That's intercepted by number 3, Kane.
Hounds try to catch Trumann falling asleep there on 1st down and throw the football, and we throw a pick.
Tough. I mean, he was covered. That may be one where you pump it, you send him downfield, and you lay it out. And that may be something we were trying to set up later on in the drive or later on in a half. But good play there by Cade Haddon of Trumann. He read it, come in, and he got the pick.
First and 10 here for Trumann. Snap coming back inside. And a good run there. Give him 7 on the play, maybe 8.
Over midfield to the 49-yard line.
Mark him in Newport territory at the
Brought down by number 15.
49-yard line.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the
Now
Wildcats.
2nd and 2 here. Here's the snap. Same thing as tough running. And a 1st down to the 40-yard line here.
The 40-yard line brought down by number 9, Nemo.
Just the best way I can explain that this Trumann team, really on both sides of the ball, it is fearless. I mean, their running backs are running 100, miles per hour right at us, and we're a lot bigger than them, and that they don't mind. They're just going to run it down us till we stop them.
Yeah, 146 yards rushing in the 1st quarter.
Wow.
And they haven't done anything offset of running the trip set. We're still guarding the guy that is on the line of scrimmage. It's just power running inside here as the Hounds are trying to strip the football. The young man just burrows his way through inside the 30-yard line. And another Wildcat 1st down.
Yeah, I was trying to get the weight on this kid. He's a hoss. He's a solid player, and just no quit. We had 4, 5, 6 Greyhounds, as you saw there, on him, and keeps going forward.
That ends the first quarter. We'll take this time to hear to our sponsor, ASU Newport.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
Want to remind you that Merchants and Planters Bank will bring you the first half recap. George Kell Ford presents a quick wrap-up after the game. Fathead Pizza brings you the big hit of the week. John Minor Crop Insurance and Real Estate brings you the Mr. John Minor Senior Hustle Player of the Game. Unity Health of Newport will bring you the Player of the Game. Subway inside the Newport Walmart, the Sampson family, brings you the Coach Brian Rudin Report. And Robert Turner, Financial Advisor, brings you the Greyhound highlights each and every Tuesday night on Cable 15 TV. Also, Unity Health of Newport, your local community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care. We believe in the power of people to create great care. We work hard every day to be a place of healing, caring, and connection for patients and families in the community we call home. That's Newport, Arkansas. Delta Trailer Manufacturing, located at the Newport Air Base Industrial Park, celebrating over 50 years of service. Dale and Mary Eves and Amy and Todd Norris. Give them a call, 870-523-8941.
Here's the snap. Trying to get outside zone and does and cuts back, but there is a flag. And that's a touchdown. They had a left guard down there, in the end zone blocking a guy. These guys are getting after it right now, and the Hounds just look shook.
Yeah, 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, but hopefully the Newport defense catch a break and get a retry here.
Holding against the Wildcats. 10 yards.
Big break for the Hounds here on the holding call.
I've seen quite a bit of holding, and like we always say, you can call it every single play if you wanted to. The Hounds do catch a break. Now 1st and 11. Snap. Quarterback looks to throw. Under pressure. Tries to get outside. Tyler Ridley back there in the backfield to bring down a sack.
Big play by Ridley there.
Yeah, it was all because that coverage downfield. You had Money Wren getting the main receiver I think they're trying to throw it to, and they gave Ridley plenty of time. Of course, he doesn't need a lot of times. He's fast for a big guy. Gets in there and makes a big sack for the Newport Greyhounds.
Yeah, Ridley's 2nd sack of the year. Comes at a big time as the Hounds trail by a couple of scores. Now 2nd and 20 from about the 39-yard line.
I believe this is the farthest they've been behind the sticks all night, Hayden.
And Trumann gets a timeout here.
Timeout, Trumann.
City of Newport and Derek Ratliff and staff encourage you to take advantage of all we have to offer, including educational opportunities, local festivals, including live music, movies, and local art workshops. Newport offers a good living, a mild climate, and a countryside conducive to the avid sports person. With golfing, fishing, hunting, and recreational activities, our city is perfect for a weekend or a lifetime. Speaking of golf, Hayden Schultz, tell us about the golf team.
Yeah, I had their last match at home where they won. I believe Reese Kiefner was 1st place. Jake Keedy tied for 3rd. Got a district tournament coming up. I think they're playing at the Ridges. And I don't know if anybody, the golfers that are listening, it's in Wynne, Arkansas. And I went there and played it, and I'm not very good, Ben. And it was the most miserable time I've ever had at a golf course.
I think is that the one in Wynne, so they got 27 holes or
they have,
something like that?
They have 3 9-hole places that you can play, and they're all different. And the guy told us and said, do not play the West. That's the hardest. And I said, well, I'm going to go play the West. and I'd hit a shot, and I'd say, well, that looked all right, and I'd go down there. I couldn't find my ball. On second down and long, cuts it back inside and brought down by Destin Jackson inside the 30 to the 29. But the Newport golf team, boys and girls district, both that win. I mean, we've had some success this year. Last year, Coach Natalie Martin out there. So, you know, if you ever get free and you want to go watch those guys, I mean, they put a lot of work in, guys and gals. I mean, they prepare just like every other sport. And it is a tough, tough sport to be at your best at all times. Now third down and 10 from the 29. Snap, quarterback keeps it. Jack Sampson, that's textbook, and we'll put him in the clubhouse for Fathead hit of the week.
Big hit there by Jack. That's what this Hound defense needs. I feel like we're being a little too timid, a little bit back on our heels. Let's be aggressive. Let's go get them. And Jack Sampson did it and smothered the ball carrier there for the Trumann Wildcats.
That's just reading your keys. You could see him go into his progressions and say, that guy's got the football. I'm going to get him.
Yeah, those plays right there, guys, those are momentum plays, and they set the tone. And great job there by Sampson on that play.
Looks like Trumann's going to go here on 4th and 11.
Watch the football, guys.
Snap, quarterback looking to throw. Under pressure, hit from behind. That looks like big number 50, Tyler Ridley, with his third sack of the year and a big one here. Hounds got some momentum. Let's go score.
That is huge, guys. It was kind of gloom and doom here, you know, the past couple of drives, and here Trumann was going to possibly score again if the Newport Mad Dog defense steps it up, makes some big plays, gets the ball back. It's now a game again. I feel a lot better.
That's what you got to have. You got to have some positives. You got to have some things go your way, and you got to make some plays, and that's exactly what happened there for the Newport Greyhound Mad Dog defense.
On 1st and 10. Snap, Denton rolling out, looking to throw. He's got Wren open. Now he's under pressure. He's going to fire it deep. Got a man, and it's incomplete. Collins behind everybody, but Denton was going to have to throw that ball about 60-something yards to get it to him. We do have a flag.
I felt like the rollout for Denton might have been just a little deep. He makes it a little shallow, gets his eyes down the field a little quicker. Might have been a big play for the Hounds.
Eligible receiver downfield on the Hounds.
Want to remind you about Ellis Automotive at 200 South State Street in Newport. They are a repair shop for both foreign and domestic autos. They use the latest technologies in diagnosing your vehicle. They'll do valve cover gaskets, window regulators, head replacements, and much, much more. Also do brake works and tires. Go see Ellis Automotive.
Here's the snap as Malik trying to fight forward. No gain on the play.
Love the effort there.
Yeah, that worked. We just pull our guard over to that left side. It's Powell. He has a wall to run behind, but Trumann does a good job of going through our big guys and making the stop. The design looked like it was executed. Trumann just stopped it.
Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care. Beautiful new location at 1920 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Our friendly, caring staff offers a personal dynamic. Come see Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care.
Here's the snap. Denton looks to throw. Got time. Now he steps up in the pocket. Denton tries to scramble and can't, and it's going to be a gain of 1 on the play.
It was covered pretty well downfield. You like to see him try to thread one in there, but probably a smart play. Keeps it. I mean, doesn't throw an interception. So rather him do that than throw one up you're not quite sure about.
Absolutely, KP. At Sonic Drive-In of Newport, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. This is how we Sonic. Download the Sonic app and order your favorites to enjoy exclusive perks and offers, including half-price drinks and slushes anytime. Stop by Sonic of Newport today.
Hounds called their third and final timeout here in the first half.
Greyhound boosters include Dr. Kelly McKinney at 2308 Highway 367 North in Newport. Friendly staff, very knowledgeable, great for young ones, and makes everyone feel at ease while getting top-notch care. You'll enjoy going to the dentist at Dr. McKinney's. Also, Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Auto, Home Life, Business Renters. We are your shield, we are your shelter, located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Give them a call, 523-6514. Howard's Glass, Ricky Bias, Highway 367 North in Newport, offering quality glass, plexiglass, windows, mirrors, storefronts, shower doors, picture frames. We do replacements or repairs, carrying on the great Howard's Glass tradition with fast, friendly, affordable service. Lou Allen and Company for accounting services, tax prep and planning, management, consulting services, and payroll. Representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, located at 407 Walnut Street. Call us at 870-523-6764.
Coming out of the timeout, 3rd down and 13.
3rd and long for the Hounds.
From their own 33-yard line.
See what they have dialed up here.
Third down and long. Denton rolling out to his left. Now coming back the other way. Throws across the middle of the field. Incomplete.
Pass intended for
Trumann
number 4,
in kind of a zone, 3 cover look, and had it covered downfield. And Pooty just kind of tried to make something happen, reverse the other way, and it felt like he had to get rid of it before he was brought down for the sack. But could have been scary. Could have been a bad one.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure there, and just got to make a decision. And
Gavin Greenwell back deep for the Wildcats.
We do have a flag here.
Flag on the play.
False start against the Hounds.
Doyle Family Farm saluting the Newport Greyhounds. The Doyle family is extremely involved in our Greyhound programs from Pee Wee to Senior High Hounds. Go Hounds from the Doyle Family Farm. Also Fletcher Land Surveying, Surveying Arkansas, experienced professionals, competitive rates. Mark your property lines. Locally owned and operated by former Greyhound Kenny Cha-Cha Fletcher.
Good snap. Collins boots it away. And it's going to be marked at the 45-yard line in Newport territory.
Marquis Collins punt. Rolls dead.
Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware. We are more than just a building center. We offer paint, carpet to go along with everything you need for building projects, from minor repairs to major renovations. Think Ace is the place on Highway 367 North in Newport. The Churchman family. Newport Food Mart, the Shell Station. Get the best crispy, crunchy chicken from Ali at 1020 Highway 367 North in Newport. Tell him you heard about him, his name on the broadcast.
Here's the snap. Tries to get outside. B.J. Elson all over it in the backfield there, and we'll put him in the clubhouse as well.
Loving the aggressiveness out of this Newport defense. Their last drive, that we weren't laying back. We were going after them. I think we still have to do that. We have to attack this Trumann offense and take the game to them. And these past couple of drives for the Newport defense, they've done just that.
A great job of just pursuit by Elston there.
You got to get these guys behind the chains. I mean, they're not a throw football team. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps. Looks like Malik Robinson on the tackle back at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and 10.
You're exactly right, Hayden. Here's all the downs you want to be in. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, anything behind the chains. And I think that's when they think we may need to pass it. They're not a passing team, and that gives the advantage to the Newport Greyhounds.
3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
That's a delay of game. They're going to get Truman a timeout after the flag was thrown.
Timeout. Trumann.
Well,
Neither team has a timeout left.
And that wild, all 6 timeouts been burnt. Still got 6 minutes, 12 to play. in the first half. That's rare, but it's happened so far here tonight, Trumann.
We'd like to thank these community
Lonnie Hahn, the pest detective, if your house is bugged or you feel that your privacy is invaded, or if you're just looking for termite and pest control, give Lonnie a call, 870-503-1800. They're the best in the business. It's Lonnie Hahn, the pest detective. Also, ASU Newport, 7648 Victory Boulevard. Start your college planning or technical training now at asun.edu. It's a great place to start. Call 1-800-976-1676 for more information. Also, check out our job openings on our Facebook page at ASU Newport.
Thank you for supporting
A couple of aviators in the booth here tonight.
That's right, yeah. What a good. Of course, the head official, Kevin Jumper. I don't know if I can say. Can I say the official's
Yes,
name?
sir.
He's one of our business administrators there at ASU Newport.
3rd down and 10, quarterback keep. They're going to give him 1 on the play to bring up 4th and 9. Ben, you're forgetting about me. I was an aviator. I got recruited by Kevin before he was a coach.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he recruited me to ASU Newport.
I did. Hayden went a good 2 or 3 weeks of class, and then I never saw him again. I don't know.
Hey, it's a great place to start, and it's where I finished as well.
Well, Hayden, I have to say I finished out there myself, but it was a great place to start. I had a great experience out there. It's a great school. It really is. Now with our softball.
What it is at Newport, I mean, it really is a good school, Ben.
Oh, it's top notch for our size, man. And like I said, we got softball and boys basketball, 2 huge things for our community.
Trumann boots this away, and there's no way I even get close to it.
That's going to settle in there.
It sure is, ain't it? And they're going to say touchback.
We got lucky there, guys.
Yeah, we did.
Whew. You forgot about another aviator.
Oh, well.
Oh, excuse me. We got 3 aviators in the booth, don't we?
we got 2 others that were.
You've got 4. I'm Brian, did you go to ASU Newport? No, okay. He's odd man out here then.
Still time, though, Brian. Still time.
They're still, hey, it's never too late,
We've got
man.
a great commercial truck driving program.
Hey, you might get in there and start a wrestling program.
Ooh.
That would be good, yeah.
I do have some eligibility, I guess. Come back and wrestle.
I want wrestling. R-A-S-S-L-I.
He would be Hayden the Hurricane.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Hounds here. Here's the snap. Denton calls his own number. Great hole there. Denton in a foot race, and he's going to run by his first guy. We're going to see if he can get by, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. And a late flag is a little extra there.
Surely that's not on the Hounds.
No, it's got to be against Trumann.
Man, I hope that's a late hit or something on Trumann. Add 15 more to that huge run by Pooty. What's most impressive, if you watch it, play it back, is a big block. I believe it was Tyler really just pushing his guy on his back. And love seeing those linemen coming down the field and making huge blocks.
Well, it all starts in the trenches, KP. And without those guys up front, these skill players, they don't have much of a chance. But Newport O-line definitely getting after it here. We'll see what they – personal foul.
We'll take it. We'll take everything we can get here.
Well, you got 5 minutes to go, a little over 5 to go here in the first half. Trumann leads by a couple scores. But the ball game is very young. Hounds just need a few more positives, get on the scoreboard here before the half.
Hounds running to the football here. You got to get excited right here.
They're fired up.
Defense is playing their butts off here. So here's the snap. Give is to the big back, Malik Robinson. Malik, big hole, puts his head down, and they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And that's another Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Hounds finally settling in. Huge block out here by Carson Austin to spring the run.
Yeah, Hounds' 6th first down. Now 84 rushing yards.
Marking the 12-yard line of the Wildcats, 1st and 10.
Denton with 59, Malik Robinson with 25. Now you got to cap it off with points here. Here's the snap. Go back to Malik. Another big hole as Malik fights and gets inside the 5-yard line. You see those guys washing down and kicking out. That's kind of our MO as far as your offensive line. You don't have to be big when you're doing those traps and counters and things like that. You just got to do your job. High snap over Denton's head. He tries to scoop it. And Trumann's going to get the football.
Out.
Recovered by the Wildcats. Jimmy Cosman.
Man, Newport just had all the momentum going their favor. 2 big defensive stops, gets the ball back and moves it down the field. We're going hurry up offense and looking like we're going to score, and we get the snap. That's way over the head. It's tough.
Very, very tough, KP. Just demoralizing to the drive, obviously, and the momentum. It's just, man, we've got to catch a break at some point.
They're going to have 15 on after the unsportsmanlike.
Sideline warning against Newport. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Newport.
Guys, I'll say that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
That's unacceptable. I don't care what's going on in the football game. You can't act that way. You have to keep your emotions under control, and you just can't do that, guys.
See if the Hound defense can bail them out again. Here's the snap. Designed inside, bouncing it outside. We do have a flag after the gain of a couple.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, another late one coming in after the play.
Temp Pro, the Laster brothers, Sam Jr. and John are ready to help you with all of your heating and air conditioning services. Give Sam a call, 501-827-3213. Keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. It's Temp Pro, the Laster brothers. Also, Sam's Diner open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday for breakfast and lunch in downtown Newport, offering delicious plate lunches or order from the menu. Sam's Diner, 2nd Street in Newport. First Horizon Bank at 200 Olivia Drive in Newport is committed to making your banking experience the best it can be. Our number is 870-523-3611, supporting the Newport Greyhounds. Wilson Sign and Rental Company, Steve and Laura Wilson at 2700 Airbase Road. We have signs and rental services available. If you need a customized sign or for residential rental services, call 501-412-1639. Very misfortunate here, guys, for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, that's, I guess, 3 unsportsmanlike penalties here in the really past 2 plays for Newport. Got 2 on 1 play.
With the dead ball foul.
And I like playing with passion. I think you have to play this game with passion and with aggression, but you've got to learn to contain it, and you've got to learn to channel that in a legal form here on the football field.
First down for the Wildcats.
Here's the snap. Tries to ride out the fake. Once again, Jack Sampson back there for a loss of 1.
And the defense have played spectacular here in this second quarter. 2 big stops, and, had your offense, charging, about to score, and we turn it over. And defense, once again, looking well.
Yeah, wonderful linebacker play there from Sampson and Elston. Sampson is fired up down there, boys. They're going to go to the big set.
On 2nd and 5, quarterback keep. We do have a flag.
False start, which is a dead ball, which we talked about last week.
Right. They let the play right out a few times, didn't they, last week?
Every one of them.
Ball start against the Wildcats.
But Kevin Jumper, he's gonna make sure it's
He's
right.
gonna be on. I was actually, when you guys mentioned that last week, I was going to check and see if it was something new this year, but because there are some downs in the college level if they do let them play out. But
Ball is spotted at their own 44-yard line.
A delay a game against Trumann.
Game against the Wildcats.
Gives me time to tell you about Steve Davis and his cattle curtains located in Amigan, Arkansas. It's a better way to apply insecticide. If you are a cattle farmer or own some stock of any kind, you need to check this stuff out. This guy has made a beautiful invention. You can go to cattlecurtain.com and check out this invention made by Newport's very own Steve Davis.
Here's the snap. Inside. Not a whole lot there. Still going to be 3rd down and 12.
Brought down by number 24, Antonio Ross.
Ross there to make the tackle for the Hounds.
It'll be 3rd down and 12 for Trumann.
Judge Henry Boyce, class of 1982, always supporting the Newport Greyhounds. White River Health, including White River Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care right here in Newport. Cable 15 and the Greyhound family want to say thank you to Miss Connie Waters and her family for her ongoing support of our youth, our schools, and our community. You are appreciated by all of us, Miss Connie. Thank you.
On 3rd down, there's a false start, not called. This young man trying to get outside and has nowhere to go. And Tyler Ridley, B.J. Elston, great job defending the edge.
I cannot say enough about this Newport defense. When times look total despair here in this game, looks like we're way out of it. This Newport defense has kept us in here.
Absolutely, just tremendous pursuit from the defensive side of the football. These guys are coming, Kevin. They're coming, and they're coming hard.
They don't have 11 on their punt team. So they punt this one away to Money Rand, fielded at the 25-yard line. And setting up a return, and here comes a flag, and there was nothing there. That is unbelievable.
He barely touched him, guys.
He looked like he was going to.
And then he backed off.
He had anticipated, but he backed off and drew the flag, unfortunately.
Illegal block against Newport.
He could not have laid more than 2 fingers on him. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, like, oh, please don't. But then at the end, he kind of tucked it in my opinion, and
he didn't do anything to alter his balance. I mean, he didn't do anything. Well, regardless.
10-yard penalty from the end of the run.
Hounds have got 1:34 to go, and they've got to go.
12-yard line. First down and 10.
Oh, 88 yards.
From the 12.
Here's the snap. Denton up the middle. Just hold on to the football.
It's a pesky, tough, fearless Trumann football team. They're going to come at us. They're going to hit you. They're going to try to strip the ball out, and Newport just needs to be tougher.
It's got to be tough, absolutely. Reynolds checks into the ball game at quarterback.
Give this to Robinson. Give him maybe one on the play, and looks like Hounds are going to let the clock roll here and try to get out of this second half. First half, I'm sorry.
Kind of feels like it's already the second half the way this has been going.
Want to remind you about the annual homecoming band chili supper. Mr. Joy McKnight. It'll be August 24th, 2023, which is coming up. Friday, September 29th, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., $10 each. Excuse me, I don't know, misread that there. Friday, September 29th at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., $10, dine in or carry out. Will be at the high school cafeteria. Chili, pimento cheese sandwich, wacky cake, tea, or water. See any 8 through 12th grade band members or band director Greg Osborne to purchase tickets, or you can purchase at the door.
Delay a game against the Hounds. So it looks like we'll have one play here.
Yeah, they end up. Clock ran out, then they put 7 on, and they've taken it back to 3 seconds. Newport guys already 75 penalty yardage just here in the first half.
Hounds going to end the first half here, trailing 14-0 against the Trumann Wildcats.
Merchants and Planners Bank was founded in 1946 by farmers and business owners because they needed a community bank that knew them and understood their business. A lot has changed since then, but Merchants and Planners Bank is still employee-owned and operated, and we're still committed to knowing and understanding the needs of every customer we serve. Great rates, fast turnarounds, and experienced local bankers ready to work for you. That's why you should choose Merchants and Planners Bank. Stop in any of our 12 locations or contact us at mnpbank.com.
M&P Bank halftime recap, and it's been all Trumann here in the first half. The Hounds have had some positives, and a lot like last week, KP, we get inside our own red zone, and we have a high snap. Things just not going our way offensively, but I credit our defense for still hanging in there and playing tough against this Wildcat offense that is a power run team.
Yeah, nothing special. They haven't done any trickery. They haven't moved guys around. Guys are just snapping and running it right at us. But our defense has stepped up in the second quarter. First quarter was a struggle. I think Trumann had close to 150-something rushing yards just in the first quarter alone. But we kind of figured out. We figured out we needed to be the aggressor on the defensive side. But, guys, how are we going to figure out this offense? It's just hasn't found itself yet.
We'll try to figure it out as we'll have second half action coming right up.
Has this ever happened to you? Or this? Will this make your memoirs? At Shelter Insurance, we can't iron out all the glitches in modern life. But we can manage your auto, home, and life insurance just fine. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Get the insurance coverage you need at the right price. Call Mark Manning today.
White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics.
1994, a Greyhound father who at the time wished to remain anonymous gave the following letter to me, and it details many of the things that are special about being a Greyhound player or a fan. Now remember, a father wrote this, and it certainly comes from his heart. It was told that a car with Illinois license plate stopped for gas at a Newport service station. The driver, an elderly gentleman, had noticed upon entering Newport that something special was going on. There was a lot of excitement. He asked the attendant, well, what does all this mean? Who are the hounds? Well, it's hard to explain to someone what this means if they've never had the fortune to feel it. It means orange and black streamers hanging from the courthouse, banners flying, windows of businesses painted to show the hounds' encouragement, car windows turned into mobile billboards, signs and marquees flashing "Go Greyhounds," balloons flying from the banks, headlines and pictures in the Independent, coaches shows and ads on KNBY, KOKR, the Riverboat Trader, and Bud David and Jane Black and Galen Farmer on Greyhound TV. It means thousands at Little Rock's War Memorial Stadium, never quitting, never quiet. But it means more than just that. It means mothers and grandmothers wearing orange and black with the pride of a Paris original. Little girls in cheerleader uniforms and boys dreaming of wearing that orange helmet. Cheerleaders working hard to keep the spirit going and to whippets hours of practice for a 4-minute super quality show, then joining the cheerleaders to unite the crowd. Also, it's the band bringing prideful shows at halftime and always ready at the games, pep rallies, and send-offs with a fight song. A school board, administration, and faculty that have helped fashion community support for the school the Greyhounds represent. It means restaurant owners buying Booster Club sandwiches when the activity cuts into their own sales. It means businesses helping when called on with projects. A community that appreciates its young people's positive efforts in any endeavor. It's during the playoffs on Thanksgiving morning that brings out hundreds of fans, parents, and former wearers of that orange hat to watch practice when the Hounds are deep in the playoffs and enjoy the unity of our town. It means parents of 60-plus boys amazed that their child, who lacks discipline and concentration to pick up his own room, will work in the winter, spring, and summer with the knowledge that this is what it takes to get the chance to win. It's also daddies that realize that there are men that their sons look up to other than themselves, and daddies that are so thankful that it's these very special men that coach them that have this influence on their sons. It means the satisfaction that so early in life these young men learn that to reach a goal, it's not what's done in the game only, but all the hours of workout and practice beforehand. It means hugs and tears. It means a senior's mom and dad realizing their son will never again wear that orange hat, but holding hard to every memory, happy and sad, that they have their only regret being that it's over. Knowing that next year they'll still be there at their regular spot pulling for the Greyhounds. So, who are these hounds? Well, simply a bunch of knuckleheads and knotheads that these miracle workers called coaches have organized and motivated into a team in the fullest meaning of the word. What does it mean? It means having the great good fortune to be at the Newport School District because its people are so special. That letter was written back in 1994 by Butch Lockley. Butch recently retired from Farm Bureau, had a son, Rod Lockley, who was a great Greyhound football player, who came home and has become a great doctor.
For years, the battle has raged about who has more spirit, Newport Greyhound fans or the Batesville Pioneer fans. Let's see if we can go find out.
I was a student trainer for the Pioneers, and I can tell you that no other team plays with as much heart and soul as they do. Go Pioneers!
I've been a Greyhound football fan for over 50 years, and we all know there's magic in those orange helmets.
50 years, I didn't know we were competing on who had the oldest fans. Thought we were talking about who had the best team. And you're going to need some magic because Pioneer never quits. Give me just a second, I'm allergic to dogs. I've been sneezing all day. Yeah, Pioneer never quits.
Greyhounds have the best fans because we keep the tradition going from generation to generation.
The Pioneers have my heart, and the coaches dream of this game all year long.
Yeah, they're dreaming about winning.
I was a Pioneer cheerleader, and I know the Pioneer fans are always on point.
As a former Greyhound lineman, I learned that Newport fans and the players always have each other's back. I'll pass on being anything other than a Greyhound.
While this score may never be settled, one thing is for certain. Both have limitless enthusiasm for their teams and their towns. And at the end of the game or the workday, we are not divided by our differences, but united by our passions. Unity Health Newport Report. Dr. James Key, good to see you, my friend.
Nice to see you.
Orthopedic surgeon.
Yes, sir.
And a Searcy guy originally, a Harding Academy guy, Harding University Bison football player. And,
yes.
And now taking care of injuries. Tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about growing up. Tell us a little bit about how you got trained to be an orthopedic surgeon.
Sure. Well, I grew up in Searcy, went to Harding Academy, played football, lucky enough to play football for the Bisons. While I was there, I actually injured my knee and needed some surgery from Dr. Blickenstaff in Searcy. And he's operated on my family and everybody, and then eventually operated on me. Did get back to playing for football, but then after that, I went to medical school down in Little Rock at UAMS. And then was always interested in orthopedics because of my background, as you might imagine. And then I did residency in orthopedics at UMS there. Then I went down to Gulf Breeze, Florida for a year for sports medicine with Dr. Jim Andrews to learn sports medicine. Did a lot, learned a lot from him and his partners there. Before leaving Little Rock, I kind of reached out to Dr. Blickenstaff and met him and his partners, Dr. Day and Dr. Franz, and we all met and decided that this was the place for me to be. So kind of going down to Florida, I knew I'd be coming back up here.
Man, that is absolutely awesome. And you mentioned that, and I got to ask, how much influence did the injury and what you got from Dr. Blickenstaff and knowing what he did influence you to become what he does and what you do now?
Well, it's kind of a known thing among orthopedic surgeons that every orthopedic surgeon has to have the story of how they tore their ACL.
Right.
And so it's hard. It's a little hard to say, but I mean it's definitely after the injury I did shadow Blickenstaff, but I tried to. In med school, you try to be open to everything, but I always kind of had my eye on orthopedics, and it was a big part of leading me that direction. But yes, sir.
You're a surgeon. You see a lot of common things. Talk a little bit about some of the common things that you see and do, and maybe some of the things that are less common that people might not even know about.
Sure. Well, the real common things are shoulders, things like torn labrums and shoulder dislocations, and things like rotator cuff injuries. Those are the most common things. Commonly need some therapy, but also commonly need surgery. In terms of knee and hip arthritis, also very common. Meniscus tears, things like that in the knee, so knee scopes, hip and knee replacements. Those are the most common things. And also in terms of sports injuries, ACL is the most common one that needs to be reconstructed.
Right.
In terms of less common things, there's 3 other ligaments in the knee that get torn. They less commonly need surgery, but often they will. and so I do those. Try to, cartilage injuries in the knee, things like that. In terms of the elbow, the UCL, I have a lot of experience with the UCL tear in throwers, which is more and more common now in our younger throwers as baseball has really grown, and then also just the practice of throwing all year long, and kind of kids earlier and earlier just focusing on baseball earlier. We are seeing more of these injuries. And so I've done a lot of experience with that, and we see them in high school and young college players, which is it's interesting, because when the Tommy John was first, Tommy John was at the end of his career. It used to be guys into their career, but now it's earlier and younger guys getting it.
Well, and people really believe that the reconstruction, the surgery is the part that gets you throwing harder. And having gone through that, my son tells me, he said, it's not so much the surgery so you got to have the surgery to have a chance to recover. Yeah. But it's the rigorous program that you have to do after that, which really helps you along the way.
It's the pitchers they'll say they'll throw harder after the surgery, but the surgery is just making sure they're tight on the inside while they're throwing. But it's really rehabbing those muscles and everything around it that makes them, if they do throw harder after their surgery, it is that rehab. But the surgery, for most throwers that have their UCL tear, they'll need it reconstructed, unfortunately.
We're happy to have you in Newport, Arkansas, one time a week. Tell us when you're here.
So I'm here on Tuesday mornings. For right now, I'm seeing people in clinic. Where we might start doing some cases, meaning surgeries here in the afternoons, but that's still in development. Yeah.
Well, you got to work at it, my friend, and I know you will. Anybody that's gone through college football or any college athletics, we can all attest. We know the grind.
Yeah.
We know the grind. Congratulations on being with Unity Health. You're with a great place, obviously, and you're very familiar with it. And we're so happy in Newport, Arkansas, that you've joined us here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Dr. Key, good to see you, my friend, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Just a quick update on the greatest Newport Greyhounds. We're steadily working daily to get stuff posted to the page. We've still got a lot of posting to do. We've got several months worth of that before we get into the actual naming of the greatest Greyhounds. I want to thank everybody who has participated. I want to thank everybody for all the ideas. I want to thank everybody who has sent stuff to us, whether it be some type of article or pictures or whatever the case may be. But we still continue to need pictures from the general public. We are constantly going through old annuals, and I'm not even halfway through those annuals just to get pictures posted before the naming of everybody. Some suggestions that I might make to you is to continue to send me stuff. I'm looking for clean pictures. I'm looking for clear pictures. I'm looking for clear articles that we can read, things that we can post, proud accomplishments of any Newport Greyhounds that have been such a great part of our tradition for many, many years. And I've been a Greyhound fan all my life, and it's just so important to me to try to grasp some of this history, put it on a Facebook page, leave it there as kind of a historical museum for the greatest Newport Greyhounds. Just went through a list of all-state football players. We're going to get to other sports. We want everybody to know that. But I still need your help. I love the letter jackets. I didn't get a great response from the letter jackets as far as people putting them on to show, but I did get a pretty good response of finding some letter jacket pictures, and people did respond by sending me those pictures. But here's what I'd like to do. I mean, if you don't mind, just if you could find your just the letter. If you could find the letter jacket, if you could find, excuse that pop-up, if you could find, the letter sweater, the letter jacket, whatever the case may be, a trophy, a plaque maybe that you earned or somebody in your family earned, obviously your sons, your daughters, your grandkids, something that we're all proud of. I want to display this stuff. You've got it displayed at home somewhere. You've probably got it in a box somewhere. It could be either one of those. But if you've got it in a box and you know where it is, get it out, take a picture, and send it to me, and I'll post it on our page. And then also, there's a lot of people that don't know about our page, and I need you to tell them about our page. If you're talking with someone, just ask them, say, hey, have you been over to the Greatest Newport Greyhound page? If not, get over there, look, like, follow, do what you have to do. Share the page, tag some friends in a page. We need more followers for sure, because we don't want to miss anybody. And I have people ask me every week and say, or respond to us and say, I didn't know it was here, but sure, I'm glad so-and-so told me. So it tells me that people are talking about it. We want to thank George Cal Motor Company. We want to thank Unity Health. They are our sponsors on this thing, and they're in with me for the long haul. We're in it for the long haul. It's going to be a great museum as such, all archived right here on Facebook on the Greatest Newport Greyhounds. Looking forward to that. If you've got something that you can contribute, please do so. Please feel free to keep sending stuff to us. We'll keep posting as long as you keep sending. For George Cal Motor Company, for Unity Health, and for Sports Unleashed, David Black. Until next time, so long, everybody.
We got second half action coming right up. Hounds will start with the football receiving here, and we got to get some things going offensively. And you know that first half was just didn't really execute. I can't really explain it. I mean, if you saw the first half, just didn't look like Kevin said. We hadn't really had an identity offensively, but our defense bowed their backs and came up, made some big stops, and kept this game to where it's still a football game. Trumann's had every opportunity to kick the door open and make this a very comfortable lead, but our Hound defense is not back down. You got to go down here. I think it's very imperative, Kevin, to go down here, and you have to score 6.
Yeah, I feel like it's an opportunity. You hate to say that, just down 14-0 to start the second half. It's a must score. But just seeing the demeanor of us walking off the field to go to halftime, I agree with you. I feel like we need to score here fairly quickly.
Yeah, and the stat man, Brian Underwood, Austin Lane, however you know him by. The second quarter, the Hound defense only surrendered 20 yards.
All right, so it's like 150, right, the first quarter, so a good stat.
First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first, brings you each and every kickoff. Go check them out at 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Give them a call, 870-201-6202. Online banking done right at First Community Bank.
Like the high pooch kick and a fair catch, and Hounds will have good field position here at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I'm interested to see maybe some of the adjustments this Newport offense is going to do here coming out to start the second half. Like, I just feel like that first half, like Hayden mentioned, just kind of combobulated. I don't know. They're trying to find something that worked. Nothing really could work. And so I'm interested to see what the Hounds will do here to begin the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's the snap. Denton calls his own number, and he's hit for a loss.
Yeah, Trumann there with 8, prepped another guy into the box. So I had 9 guys in the box and faked it there to Robbins to the right, and Pooty just trying to find room to the left, and just nothing there. 62 yards so far on the night for our quarterback, Dimitri Denton.
Here's the snap. Denton looks to throw on second down. He's going to air it out long. Underthrown, and Money Wren looked like he came up with it and then has it knocked away last second.
Love the play call.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see that these past few weeks, and that's definitely the guy you want to throw to. Is a 50-50 ball. Anyone could have come down with it, and almost did.
I want to remind you, George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet GMC dealer. Go see them at 6808 Van Dyke Road, exit 85 in Newport.
On 3rd down and long. Here's the snap. Fake underneath to Jay Grady. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and now 4th down and 10. The Hounds will punt early here.
Just a little forward pass. I'll go down as a pass on the stat sheet. And looked like it was well blocked, but once again, Trumann, they're just fighters. They go after our blocks and go low and brought the ball carrier down.
Gavin Greenwell back deep for the Wildcats. Marquis Collins on the punt.
Good snap. Collins punts this one away. Salinas downs it here at the 47-yard line, and Trumann will have good field position.
Yeah, that was obviously not the drive we wanted for our Newport Greyhounds to come out and begin the second half. And we feel like we needed a score, but our strength tonight's been that defense, so it's kind of relieving to see them come back on the field. Maybe they can make something happen, give Newport a good field position, and maybe get that touchdown, get that 0 off the scoreboard.
Here's the snap, trying to go outside. Played well there by the Hounds, and there is the holding call.
Wonder if they're going to call it. I didn't think they were going to, but
Cade Hatton on the carry.
Glad they did.
Antonio Ross on the tackle.
Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family, providing care and comfort in your family's time of need. Also, Arkansas Steel Associates and White River Health sponsoring Greyhound football. Merchants and Planters Bank brings us the first half recap. George Kell Ford presents a quick wrap-up after the game. Fathead Pizza will bring you the big hit of the week. John Minor Crop Insurance and Real Estate brings you Mr. John Minor Sr. Hustle Player of the Game. Unity Health Player of the Game, Subway inside the Newport Walmart, the Coach Brian Reardon Report, and Robert Turner, Financial Advisor, brings you the Greyhound highlights each and every Tuesday night.
Here's the snap. Quarterback calls his own number, and that's big Boosie Hardaway in the middle. Wow. There's a tackle for loss there for big Hardaway.
No doubt about it, the Greyhound defense is fired up here and still playing well, Kevin.
Man, they got Boosie. Boosie? Is it
Boosie.
Boosie, B-O-O. Okay. That game was at 6'1", 300 pounds. He's a freshman, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Big man.
You think he could put down 2 large pizzas maybe in one sitting?
Possibly.
I think it's possible. Great play there by Boosie.
Now second down and 22. Is that right, Anthony? Okay, good job. From the 35. Throws it out wide, makes the first couple of guys miss. And going to pick up a big chunk of it here to make it now 3rd down and 10.
Number 12, Gavin Greenwald.
That's a tunnel screen over there to that right side, and the receiver read it perfectly, stayed behind his blockers, and picked up a big gain.
Just kept finding space underneath and underneath and underneath, and just inched his way back up to the original line of scrimmage, make 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
On 3rd down, here's the snap, and they go dive, and there's a big lick. Look like Jack Sampson and B.J. Elston yet again, a gain of 1 on the play.
And guys, if you guys remember in that first quarter when Trumann had 150 rushing yards in that quarter, just that quarter alone, that they were able to hit on those plays. But look, Jack Sampson, B.J. Elston, your linebackers there are reading it perfectly here for the rest of the game, and Trumann has struggled running the football game here as of late.
Well, those linebackers have definitely stepped up, but, also the defensive line just coming off the ball and giving those guys an opportunity to come in and make that play. So, great job there by the Newport defense to hold.
The Hounds bring pressure here on 4th and 9. Boots this one away. So Wren catches it near the 10-yard line and tries to get upfield, spin move, and pushed out of bounds at the 32.
Good solid return there by Money Wren. Didn't try to cut it backfield or try to make something happen. Just found the quickest gap, tries to get to the sideline, and gets Newport here in decent field position at that booming punt there by the Trumann Wildcats.
Ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line of Newport. 1st down and 10, Newport.
El Puente Mexican Restaurant, best Mexican food in the world. Go see Manuel and all the gang. Also, Dias Scrap Metal Recycling Center. You got some junk laying around, turn it into cold hard cash.
Here's the snap. Give is to Wren, trying to get outside, and he fumbled and has to pick it back up. Wren's brought down for a big, big loss.
Just pursuit is the word for the Trumann defense right now.
All right, you guys can see on the TV, you just can count the bodies that are going after the football, and there's, of course, 11 guys on the field, and I would say 9 or 10 are on that football every single play for the Trumann Wildcats.
Lost back to the 25-yard line.
2nd down and long here for the Hounds.
The Hounds going to try something different. Maybe Reynolds coming in at quarterback and put Denton out of the slot. Who knows? On 2nd down, throw the tunnel, and it's incomplete. Now 3rd down and 17.
Eye Care RX Pharmacy. Eric and Katrina Schaffner, locally owned, locally loved. Let us help you be well at Eye Care RX Pharmacy. Also, Judge Henry Boyce, class of 1982, supporting the Newport Greyhounds. White River Health and Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. more information, visit batesvillebones.org.
Give to Malik here and give him maybe 5 on the play. Still going to bring up 4th down, 13.
Malik Robinson on the carry for Newport. Gavin Greenwell on the tackle. And at the 30-yard line, it'll be 4th down and 12.
What if a bank didn't just make home loans, but taught responsible home ownership?
A young man down. We'll hear from one of our sponsors.
Actually trained successful entrepreneurs.
Malik gets up on his own accord, and he's going to be all right. And now Collins to put the football away. The Hounds negative 2 yards on 2 drives to start the second half. Not what you were hoping for to come out in the second half. Good snap. Collins punts this one away, and a good kick here, and ball on the turf. This picks it back up. Still going to get good field position in Hound territory at the 49-yard line.
Looked like Lucas Salinas there to make the tackle for the Hounds. Also B.J. Elston.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats.
George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet GMC dealer. Give them a call, 870-523-2792, or check out all their inventory online at georgekellmotors.com.
Trumann getting the play in now on 1st and 10. Here comes the motion man, and the ball on the turf as tries to pick it up and get what he can, and Tyler Ridley all over him for a gain of 1 on the play.
One thing's for sure, you're not going to get through Tyler Ridley. Once again, guys, just this defense, we haven't quit. It's only 14-0, but sometimes this game has felt like it's 35-0. But this defense, they're keeping us in it.
What's the total yards here in the second half to start? Both teams. 10 total yards.
Is that total from both?
They have 12, and the Hounds got -2. Defensive showdown here. Trying to get outside. Looked like a holding. Truman's going to pick up enough here to the 42-yard line. They got to get inside the 39 to get a first down.
It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats.
3rd down and short 3. Here's the snap, quarterback keep, and he's hit there by Denton.
Jake Osmond on the quarterback.
And he'll have enough for the first down.
The 37-yard line of Newport. Brought down to Dimitri Denton. And that's good for another Wildcat.
John Miner, Crop Insurance and Real Estate, brings you the Mr. John Miner Sr. Hustle Player of the Game. Also NEDC. Proud past, bright future. That's John Chadwell, Julie Allen, Crystal Taylor, and Courtney Baker working for you.
1st and 10 from the 37. Motion man. Here's the snap, and she gives it to the big back up the middle. He gets inside the 35 to the 34.
Hey, guys, Trumann may be thinking right here, try to run as much clock as possible. Newport struggled all night long offensively, so they may try to keep the ball.
And let's call the timeout here.
DQ Grill and Chill of Batesville. A new week means new deals exclusively available at on your DQ app. Download it today and treat yourself. See you soon at St. Louis Street, Batesville at the DQ Grill and Chill.
We look forward to serving you for many more years. When you think of buying or selling your next property,
Merchants and Planners Bank brings us the first half recap, followed by the White River Health halftime report. George Kilford presents a quick wrap-up after the game. Fathead Pizza brings us the big hit of the week. John Miner Crop Insurance and Real Estate brings you the Mr. John Miner Senior Hustle Player of the Game. Unity Health of Newport brings you the Player of the Game. Subway inside the Newport Walmart, the Sampson family, brings you the Coach Brian Reardon Report. And Robert Turner Financial Advisor brings you the Greyhound highlights each and every Tuesday night on Cable 15 TV on Facebook.
Second and 7 here for the Wildcats, and the Hounds need some type of spark. Played exceptionally well on the defensive end from the second quarter on. Snap and tries to get outside as Ross just misses the tackle. Elusive back, and he'll have a first down near the 20-yard line. Great play call there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, just able to get to the edge and find a gap and get the first down there for Trumann, guys. But if you're watching defense, when they get to the edge, we're trying to tackle a little too high. Need to stay lower. There's kind of some shorter, I guess, back, so they're low to the ground. So we got to get our shoulder pads a little lower.
Well, here comes the big back. And the snap, and that's who they give to. A gain of about 4 inside the 20. 17-yard line or so here as we got a man down.
Jack Sampson on the tackle for Newport.
Sanson gets up on his own and brings up 2nd down and 7. And Hounds got to get a stop here, maybe a scoop and score or something to get on the scoreboard. Here comes motion man. They're going to fake. Quarterback keeps this time and run the same play 3 or 4 different times on just different options. They've handed it to the big back. They've handed it to the motion man, and that time the quarterback just keeps it. Now 3rd down and short. And you got to give Trumann their props. They came in here in the first half and just ran a lot of power stuff, trying to get as many men as possible on that side. Now they've kind of opened it up. Still running the football. And they do it again, trying to get outside, and played well there by Antonio Ross, and it looks like it's going to be a loss. And now 4th down and a long 2.
Yeah, guys, I think Newport defense needs to get back to what was being successful there. Second quarter, beginning of the 3rd quarter, and that's being more aggressive on defense, going after them. I know they got a lot of movement, fake handoffs and things like that, but sometimes you got to gamble a little bit, especially when you're down, your offense is struggling. You kind of want to jump, get in that backfield, and disrupt things.
Does Trumann go back to what they did in the early stages in the game and just run power? And it looks like that's what they're going to do here.
Got to watch the football here, guys.
Good call, Ben.
Perfect. Trumann will pick up the easy first down. White River Area Agency on Aging. More information. Call 870-523-4982. C&M Ag Depot. All your hunting. Carhartt clothing. Milwaukee DeWalt Power Tools. Go check out all their inventory. Give them a call, 870-523-6766.
Here's the snap. Quarterback calls his own number. Is Jake Grady there to bring him down near the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Wait for the signal, and it is touchdown Trumann.
It's really disappointing, as good as the Newport defense have played for a majority of this football game, and the offense has just struggled, keeping our defense out there a little too long. Of course, 80 yards and penalties on Newport's side hasn't helped a lot either, but being down 3 scores hurts. But guys, I mean, it's still not out of the question we can come back.
Yeah, Trumann goes 10 plays for 49 yards. Anytime you only got to go half the field, I mean, the advantage is obviously in your hand. His hands were pinned deep and had to punt. So we await the extra point, and there is a flag. And ball was hammered.
I believe it was a false start.
False start against the Wildcats. Tee it up and try it again, or?
False start against the Wildcats.
The first kick was wide left.
Bad snap, and gonna have to try to scramble here. It's gonna be no good. Score remains Trumann 20, Hound 0.
Fathead Pizza, it's one word, all caps. Great pizza, fresh hot sandwiches. Go see Joey and Marcus Hembry and all the crew and get you a Fathead Pizza. George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet GMC dealer. Give them a call, 870-523-2792. Come by and see them at 3808 Van Dyke Road, exit 85 in Newport. Two Chicks Florist and More Gift Shop and Garden Center at 1014 Malcolm Avenue. Give them a call, 870-523-3514. We're going to take an injury timeout here. Kickoff brought to you by First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first. Go see them at 2525 Malcolm Avenue, Newport, or give them a call at 870-201-6202. Online banking done right at First Community Bank of Newport. Wildcats lead it here 20-0 as you see on your screen. Not the same kicker for Trumann.
Tries to kick this one. Hounds jump on it at the 36-yard line.
Nemo there to get control of the football.
First down and 10, Newport.
M&P Insurance Services. Dedicated to being your one-stop shop for all things insurance. Give us a call, 870-523-6771.
Luke Reynolds checking in at quarterback. Here's the snap. Reynolds looks to throw. Throws out wide and finds Wren. As Wren just keeps spinning near the markers. I think they're going to give him maybe 8 on the play.
Yeah, great job of the sophomore Luke Reynolds coming to the game. Big moment like this. And had great protection. Good block there in the backfield by Robinson and laid it right where he needed to Wren. And Wren makes the move downfield.
I think he got up a little further than that.
No doubt. He spun around the marker.
Here's the snap, give to Malik. And Tyler Ridley blew his guy up, and the Hounds look like they have enough for a first down.
Yeah, what a block by Ridley there. Great job of running there by Malik. It's enough for a Gold Greenway Equipment Company first down. Ben Black's Lawn Care and Irrigation Services. Give me a call if you need some irrigation work, installs, repairs, just routine maintenance.
Hounds get their first down in the second half, and the third quarter comes to an end. We'll hear from our sponsor, ASU Newport.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
So we got 12 minutes to decide a winner here, and the Hounds down 20 with 12 minutes to go, and we got to find a way to get 21 in 12 minutes, Ben.
Hey, you just got to go to work, Hayden. You just can't quit. You got to keep battling, and you got to have some positives. You got to have good things happen. And like you said, we just moved the chains for a first down. That's a positive. So let's see if we can capitalize on that and get us some points on the board, Hayden.
Luke Reynolds in at quarterback. We'll see if we try to throw the football here in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield here. Snap, Reynolds looks to throw. He's going to air it out long. That's going to be pass interference, and the Hounds will get a cheap 15.
We'll take it. Offensive struggle tonight. You need things like that to happen. I love going downfield. And good job. The sophomore Luke Reynolds stepped in the pocket, got hit as he was throwing, and that caused the pass go a little wobbly. But good presence, gets right back up, and let's go Hounds.
Yep, got to have some positives. Got to catch some breaks. That's definitely a positive, and we caught a break.
Ball will be spotted at the Wildcat 39-yard line, first and 10, Newport.
Come on, Hounds.
Snap, give this to Malik. Malik finds forward, gets a couple. Hounds got to move with a sense of urgency here. I know you say 12 minutes. If you want any chance to score 3 scores, you've got to move. Hounds only got a couple timeouts left here.
Ball will be spotted at the 37. Second down and 8 for Newport.
Snap, Reynolds throws it out wide to Wren. And played well there by Trumann.
Norman Baker Pharmacy at 2200 Malcolm Avenue. Mary Davis and crew makes filling your prescriptions convenient. Give them a call, 870-523-9472. Also, IMAD offering another community service called IMAD Graphics. Go by 412 Calhoun Street here in Newport or call 870-503-4275 for more information on IMAD Graphics.
Here's the snap on third down, the double move. What a beautiful ball. Money Wren, touchdown Hounds. Reynolds gets drilled in the backfield but throws a beauty on the double move. Money Wren, touchdown Greyhounds.
Yeah, guys, that's what this offense is missing. It's missing the deep ball, and absolutely beautiful pass by Luke Reynolds. And like Hayden said, what made it the most impressive is the hit Reynolds took while releasing it and still putting that spiral right on the money. That's huge, guys.
Yeah, just a great pass and catch there from Reynolds to Wren. Like you said, had a guy in his face, KP, and that's hard to do, especially as a sophomore. But Luke in there getting it done for the Hounds right now. Hounds going for two here.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got Marquis Collins in the back and the end zone, and it comes up incomplete.
Late flag.
Reynolds' pass was incomplete, intended for number 1, Marquis Collins.
Looked like the young man got pancaked, and then we threw a flag.
Yeah, good block. It was Carson Austin there that had the pancake block, and I don't know if there was some things said or.
I bet he still gets the skull and crossbones there when they watch film.
Yeah, McDoubles now, Ben.
McDoubles.
Yeah, McDouble for every.
I think I'd rather have the skull and crossbones, Hayden.
Can I do half and half?
Not a McDouble guy.
Luke Reynolds comes in 3 for 4 for 44 yards and a tutty. Money Wren 4 receptions for 55 yards.
Unity Health of Newport, your local community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care. Unity Health Newport says go Greyhounds.
Kicking off. Oh, I'm sorry, Ben.
Also, Delta Trailer Manufacturing, located at Newport Air Base Industrial Park, celebrating over 50 years of service. Give them a call, 870-523-8941.
Kicking off from the 25. So the Hounds try an onside kick.
And just not scoring until the fourth quarter. I'm thinking you might try that here.
They're going to get great field position anyways. Your defense is boulder back, had plenty of stops. Finally got off the field there for enough for us to score. Hounds with 10 penalties for 95 yards tonight. As Jackson kicks this deep, and boy, this thing's going to roll inside the 20-yard line. Has now set up a big return here for Trumann and cutting back the other way, and Trumann's got numbers out here and makes another guy miss, and cutting cross field is a late flag here.
Oh, wow.
And this young man just avoids everybody. Hayden Kennedy finally brings him down to the 12-yard line, but there's 3 flags over here between the 30 and 40-yard line.
Yeah, about 6 flags over here on this Trumann sideline, but this kid is slippery. I mean, he's tough to bring down.
Very, very elusive, huh, KP?
Got caught up in the moment. It's kind of fun to watch, but hoping that's coming back. Hoping it's a penalty on the Trumann Wildcats.
Legal block in the back against Trumann. Unsportsmanlike against the Hounds. Did y'all see anything unsportsmanlike on that play?
I didn't.
That
But
happened way behind the play over here on the 45-ish yard line where this official is standing, and I was looking at the kick returner.
We understand. We've seen the block in the back. And we've
Against Trumann, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
These guys don't know what they're doing now. It's the third time he said block in the back, so did they get 3 of them?
It's possible. We saw 4 or 5 flags over here.
You take the flag from where the block in the back happened.
Unsportsmanlike against Newport, 15 yards.
And then it goes 15 back. So if you want to just do quick math, they get 5 yards from the spot.
That'll be spotted at the 38-yard line of Newport. First down and 10 for the Wildcats.
They do have it at the 38-yard line as opposed to inside the red zone. Hound's got to have something happen right here. Maybe a fumble. Does Trumann stay in that same formation? They bend with a motion man, or they go back to the power, and it looks like they go back to the 3-back set, and they haven't done anything crazy off of it. Mainly just ran the quarterback off tackle. Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it that way. Played well there. Looks like Hardaway in on the tackle. Maybe 2 on the play.
I don't know what Trumann may be thinking here with 10 minutes to play, up a couple scores, ball in the Newport territory. They may be thinking, we're going to take those 2 or 3 yards. We're going to try to burn some clock and keep the ball away from that Newport offense.
Here's the snap. Quarterback calls his own number. Met in the hole at the 30-yard line. He's just shy of a first down.
Quarterback key. Jack Simpson on the tackle. Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard
It's 16,
line.
Jack Sampson on the tackle.
It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats.
On 3rd down and 1. Trumann letting the clock run as much as possible here. So here's the snap. Quarterback keep. He'll have enough for the first down. Hounds say they've got the football.
Uh-oh.
Jake Osmond with the quarterback key.
Oh, they're gonna keep it down. Oh. That's going to go against the Hounds. Coach Brian Reardon out on the field now.
Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Newport.
Another unsportsmanlike against the Hounds.
Timeout, Newport.
And the Hounds call a timeout. So Wildcats will have the football. Looks like at the 13-yard line. Gotta have something good go here for the Hounds. So here's the snap. Give is outside. Young man pushed out of bounds. The 6-yard line. Maybe the 7. Wait for the official spot here.
Spotted at the 7-yard line.
Spotted at the 7.
It'll be second down and 3 for the Wildcats.
Second and short here. So here's the snap. B.J. Elston all in the backfield here. And it's going to be a loss. He's already in the clubhouse.
Yeah, great job there by BJ, flying in there, getting on the ball carrier in the backfield, and I think we're in a spot of the game right here with 8:25 and counting to go, down 2 scores, that we don't need to let Trumann in the end zone, but let's try to stand them up. Maybe time to knock the ball out. Let's get a fumble here.
On 3rd and 4, gives the 3 here. Offsides play, Hounds don't fall.
Great discipline there.
So here's the snap, and that's the give up the middle to 3. And he's going to be brought down short the 6-yard line. So 4th down and be 2. We're going to say the 7-yard line, excuse me. Now 4th and 3. You got to get inside the 5 across the 4-yard line, it looks like. They give it to the big back 35 here.
Yeah, I think so. They definitely don't want to turn the ball over here, so they're.
Here's the snap, and that's what they do, and played well there by Jack Sampson, and then B.J. Elston to finish him off. And a turnover on downs. The Hounds have got some momentum here with 7:03 to go in the ball game.
Hey,
yeah, great job. The Newport defense just time and time again all night long. This score could look a lot worse, but the defense just keeps stepping up. That was a huge moment right there in the game that Trumann couldn't put it away. But once again, the Mad Dog defense, they show what they're all about. We need this offense to drive and score.
Absolutely.
B.J. Elston with his 14th tackle. Ball on the 7. Hounds got to go 93. So here's the snap. Reynolds looks to throw. Going to air it out long to Wren. And goes up, but there is a flag here.
Yeah, probably a sideline warning over here on the Trumann sideline.
I wouldn't think that guy would call pass interference.
I was kind of hoping he would, but.
Yeah, it looks like a sideline warning, KP.
Dang it.
Boy, I was hoping too, guys.
I would have been upset if I was Trumann if this official called it.
Absolutely.
We needed it.
Hey, great pass by Reynolds there. Just rolling out to his right. Tries to find Money Wren.
Sideline warning against the Wildcats.
Hounds do get a first down on the sideline warning.
Right. Allen fans cheering for that one.
Another Go Greenway Equipment Company first down.
All spotted at the 22-yard line. First down and 10.
Come on, Greyhounds. That's where you learn about what you're all about right here, guys.
Yeah, the Hounds have had a spark with Reynolds in at quarterback. So he looks to throw again. Throws, finds Denton. Denton there for a Greenway Equipment Company first down. That's what I said early in the contest. You know, not knocking that Trumann's corners are smaller, but they are quite a bit smaller than Denton. Thought we might go to Denton early to get him the football outside at receiver. And right there, good toss and catch to Denton.
Hey, I like the adjustment by this Newport offense. Getting Reynolds in at quarterback, he definitely throws a great ball and getting Denton out there wide.
Reynolds looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, and he's brought down for a sack.
Yeah, that pocket collapsed very, very quickly there on Reynolds, and he almost evaded, almost got out of it and was able to get his eyes downfield, but just ran out of time.
And on second down and 13. Snap, and it looks like it's a false start.
Yeah, that was Denton on the bottom of your screen there. He just he lined up off sides, and
the official told him to scoot back, and we were snapping the ball as he did.
Yeah, nothing you could do there.
Snap, Reynolds looks to throw. Under pressure, throws it up. Wren's hit, and it comes up incomplete. I think you got to run a couple more guys out for a pattern, only running two-man routes.
Yeah, they're cover 2, cover 3 over the top. They know Newport's got that speed to get past them, so they're putting that secondary, you know, almost like a cover prevent type, and Reynolds just trying to thread in there. It actually hit the hands of Wren, and unfortunately dropped it.
So looks to throw backside to Malik. Comes up incomplete.
Yeah, a little wheel route. They're hoping after the fake to Malik that Trumann would just kind of forget about him, but they didn't. They had two guys over the top of him, and Reynolds just tries to heave it up and hoping for the best there.
Well, it was a well-designed play, KP. Just Trumann, give credit to those guys. They were on top of it. Trumann's played well tonight.
Very well.
Back deep for the Wildcats.
Snap. And Collins is going to jump on the football at the 2-yard line, and Trumann will take over there.
Recovered at the 2-yard line.
It's tough. Been a tough night. I feel like, guys, it's been that way all game long. We would have momentum, something going great, and then we've had a couple high snaps that have hurt us, and penalties and different things like that. We felt like coming tonight, if we could play a clean game, we would not only have a chance, but probably run away with it. It just hasn't happened tonight.
That's a tough ball to snap, guys, down in your own territory, man. I've done it. I was a deep snapper. Well, the pressure's on you, man.
They do make it look easier than it is, for sure.
Fumble.
Here's the snap, ball on the ground. I'm trying to sort this out.
Comes to a point of whoever can
Truman's
steal it away.
Truman's got the football. The White Hat's saying run the clock.
It'll be second down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Ben, nobody knows the deep snapper until you throw one over somebody's head.
That's exactly right. I've done it. David Black said he did it in the state championship game. Just part of it. Hang in there, Carson.
Hand off, and dives in the end zone. Touchdown, Trumann.
Well, at this point, guys, you just got to get back out here. You got to try to have some positives on offense and try to score again and get on the board. You don't want to quit right here.
Efren Garcia on the attempt the extra point.
Extra point up and good. Trumann still leads 27-6.
Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care at our beautiful new location at 1920 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Our friendly, caring staff offers a personal, dynamic optometric practice on cutting edge of treatment and technology. For all your eye care needs, make an appointment by calling 870-523-3333 or like our Facebook page at Customized Vision Care of Newport. Also at the Sonic Drive-In of Newport, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. This is how we Sonic. Download the Sonic app and order your favorites to enjoy exclusive perks and offers, including half-price drinks and slushes at any time. Stop by Sonic of Newport today. Greyhound boosters include Dr. Kelly McKinney, Mark Manning, Shelter Insurance, Howard's Glass, Ricky Bice, Lou Allen and Company, the Doyle Family Farms, Fletcher Land Surveying, Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware, Newport Food Mart at the Shell Station, Lonnie Hahn, the Pest Detective, ASU Newport, Temp Pro, the Laster Brothers, Sam's Diner, First Horizon Bank, Wilson Sign and Rental Company, Steve Davis with his cattle curtains, Judge Henry Boyce, White River Health, and Ellis Automotive. Another First Community Bank of Newport kickoff, where community comes first. Go see them at 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport.
A high kick, and looks like the ball's on the ground. Trumann's got the football.
Just tough night here for the Hounds. That you don't see kickoffs get that high. That's scary. I mean, you want a fair catch and catch it, but you got 11 guys coming at you full speed, and I feel like Newport's kickoff return team just kind of froze it and can't quite know how to handle that situation.
I don't know that I've ever seen one that high and that short, KP.
No kidding.
Here's a snap and a toss out wide. Just pushed out of bounds. And
that was hard to tackle. It's
Absolutely.
Inverted wishbone look now for Trumann. They've had about 4 or 5 different offensive looks.
a timeout here for Coach Reardon.
Timeout, Newport.
Yeah, things have just not gone the way we wanted them to, guys, and it's frustrating. I'm sure as a coaching staff, as a player, as a fan, but you just got to keep plugging. Tough non-conference schedule starting out for the Hounds. Coach Reardon over there talking to his guys, trying to keep them fired up and keep them in the ball game here. You just got to keep battling. You just got to quit looking at the scoreboard and quit worrying about anything else but doing your job.
Second and one here for Trumann. Here's the snap. And going to fight forward and right down to the 35-yard line. That'll be enough for Trumann first down.
Great effort there by the Hound defense. Just couldn't drag the guy down. Just a hard bit of running there by Trumann.
Yeah, their running backs do a good job of bouncing off of tackles, and they do that with their shoulders, that they stay low and just keep their feet moving.
Here's the snap, and Gibbs inside, and ball on the ground. And Hound's got the football.
Right, yeah. The Trumann fans over here are upset because one of our players tackled a guy without the ball, but he was the fake guy. He just thought he had the ball. Shouldn't be no penalty in my opinion.
Give that guy credit from Trumann. That's a great fake.
Trumann coaches want something, their fans want something, but
regardless, if he didn't have the football, what would you want called? You can't tackle on defense?
Thinking the same thing.
Maybe being too mean to an offender.
It is 2023. You got
to be careful out there. Don't hit them too hard, guys.
Sensitive nowadays.
Here's the snap. Reynolds looks to throw. And it's picked off, and Trumann going the other way. And Luke Reynolds dives for him, and he fumbled in the end zone.
Right. That's not a touchdown.
It's unbelievable.
He fumbled, and it rolled out of the end zone, which I believe is a touchback, and Newport should have the ball on the 20, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
And Coach Reardon saw the same thing, and he's upset. I think he's the one that drew the flag, and I think I'd be just as upset as head coach Brian Reardon here.
That's a great effort by Luke Reynolds to come up and make the tackle.
Josh, can we play that one back? No, I'm just kidding. We'll see the replay on that.
Bad snap. Kicker's going to pick it up and throw it to young man. And, I mean, it is no good. Trumann remains up 33-6, and I think I speak for everybody here in attendance. I think the Hounds are just ready to go home.
It just all have been it's been going downhill for the Hounds here in the fourth quarter, and there's a time you just kind of have to, okay, well, it is what it is, and let's keep fighting. And you know, being said, it might have got lost and all that happened a while ago, but the hustle by your sophomore quarterback Luke Reynolds was definitely the highlight of all that. He easily could have walked in. A lot of our players kind of stopped on the play, but not Luke. He pursued the interception, made the tackle. And
what could have been a touchback, but it wasn't ruled that way. But yeah, just great effort there. Just keep plugging, guys. Keep plugging. That's all I can tell you. Nothing else to do but go to work.
Kick this one deep, and it's going to go in the end zone here.
Garcia's kick goes out of the end zone for a touchback.
Hounds get the football at the 20-yard line.
It'll be first down and 10 for Newport at their own 20-yard line.
Empty backfield here for Reynolds. And go jet sweep here with Wren. Now cuts it up. Spin move. Gets over the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You know, Wren's one of those players that he always wants to get to the outside. He knows that's where his strength is, and he can turn on that speed. But Malik Robinson over there on that right side, he had his man blocked, taking him to the sideline. So he made the right call by getting that right foot set and trying to cut it up inside. But just a good tackle there by one of those Trumann Wildcats.
Just under 3 to play here. Clock moving.
Throws it out wide here to Malik, and Malik puts his head down and gets maybe one on the play. Now third down and 7.
Ball spotted at the 23-yard line, third down and 7 for Newport.
Remind the folks to stick around as we will have the coaches show and the player of the game report. And I think we can go ahead and name the Fathead hit of the week. We're going to give it to B.J. Elston. Big B.J. laying the wood several times tonight. And hustle player, we had a couple guys wrote down, but I got to give it to Luke Reynolds on that last play. Is good ball there to Wren, comes up incomplete. I mean, that's the definition of a hustle play. When a guy, throws a pick and don't really have, a chance in the game to come back, throws a pick and runs the kid down at the goal line. And, I mean, that's effort. That's a kid that they can play on my team any day for sure.
No doubt. That's a big play there by Luke when everyone kind of stopped on and he didn't. And that's probably my play of the game.
Yeah, Money Wren had a big lick early in the game in the first quarter, laying the wood along with Jack Sampson. He had several tonight. Just coming in that A-gap, feeling it very, very well when they were trying to run downhill. Also, Jack Sampson was mentioned in the hustle player. But tonight's, as we'll have a delay of game here called on the Hounds.
Yeah, Jack Sampson played the linebacker position today just as well as you could play it. But the John Miner Hustle Award will go to Luke Reynolds. And the Fathead hit of the week will go to B.J. Elston. Stick with us. We'll have the post-game Subway inside Newport Walmart coaches report and the Unity Health Player of the Game report with David Black down on the field after the ball game.
Hound's going to go for it here as looks to throw the double move and nobody there, and it's picked off by the Wildcats. We do have a flag on the play.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Wildcats at the Newport 32-yard line.
It's holding against the Hounds, and obviously penalty is going to be declined.
It'll be first and 10 for Trumann.
First and 10 here. Trumann hand off up the middle. Hanging on and be brought down. the 25-yard line, and obviously going to let this clock roll, and the Hounds are going to fall to 1-3 in the non-conference schedule. But like Kevin said early, you know, it's just getting you warmed up for what really matters, and that's seeding in the playoffs and winning the conference.
Yeah, it's these non-conference don't mean anything. It's not going to affect your seeding or your march to the state championship. But I mean, what it does, it can build momentum. You can find a lot about your team, and hopefully we've kind of found out some things moving in conference starting next week.
Absolutely, you just learn from this, and you grow, and you figure out what you got to do and what you got to work on, KP, and go back to the drawing board and go watch film Sunday, and then go back to work Monday.
Third down for the Wildcats.
They can take one more knee here, and should be enough to. That's going to do it. Hounds fall here on the road to Trumann, 33-6. Stick around. We'll have the George Kell Ford post-game report coming up. As the George Kell Ford post-game report, Hounds fall here 33-6. The bright side on Luke Reynolds throwing the touchdown pass to Money Wren, a good play early in the fourth quarter. He comes in and throws a beautiful dot. Thought defense played pretty well tonight, Kevin. They were on the field entirely too long. We just couldn't get things going on the offensive end, and we'll try to work on those things and get better.
Yeah, defense played outstanding tonight, in my opinion. They couldn't figure out Trumann early on, but they found it and found out what works. And another positive I saw tonight, guys, I think we can figure out a little bit of a passing game with Luke Reynolds in there at quarterback. And I think that's something that's going to help us down the road.
Stick around as we'll have David Black on the field momentarily.
Coach Brian Redding to the Subway Coaches Report, and we're going to bypass the Unity Health Player of the Game, but I thought Jack Sampson and B.J. Elston, coach, played very well at their linebacker positions, and you know, it all starts with defense. Let's talk a little bit about those two players.
Yeah, they're extremely smart, intelligent guys. They're great film study, and they're physical. They don't mind hitting. Very proud of them. down to the end. You know, they knew right there at the end, probably long shot, but they kept on pounding, kept on trying to rip for the ball. We just a lot of self-inflicted wounds, man. When I look back at this, I look back at what we did to ourselves a whole lot. Hats off to Trumann. I mean, great physical battle, and they beat us tonight.
Coach, they took their first 2 offensive possessions, just drove right down there and scored. It looked like it was fixing to be. It looked like it was going to be like a long night. But then the Hounds just they started battling at that point forward and made a game out of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of offense is hard to simulate in practice, so it's kind of typical to have that first drive. I didn't like the second one. And then we go down there and we should have scored there, and we start making our own mistakes, and then it's that kind of just kicking ourselves right now. And we got to get better. Our practice habits aren't where they need to be right now, and it's carrying over to Friday nights, and that's on me, and we're going to fix it.
Coach, you come in, and we've talked about this the last couple of years. Boy, just a gauntlet of great football teams that you have to play. We go 1-3, but it really doesn't matter. What really matters is what starts right now, tonight, and going into next week.
You're right. We'd have loved to have a win just for the positive mentality going to the conference, but the exact words I just said over here was, I said, guys, the practice games are over. I said, you can choose to pout, or you choose to show up Monday and keep getting better, because we're going to keep getting better. This is a very young bunch. Except we placed almost every starter from last year, and even at halftime they were so positive. They're fine right now. They hate losing. I'm telling you that, but they know, they see the big picture, and I think that's going to pay off in the long haul.
The Subway in the Newport Walmart Coaches Show. We appreciate Coach Reardon joining us on each and every Friday night to talk about it. And as always, go Hounds!